those general, it's not something that you're going to use every day, but for when you have to use it or when you want to use it, it will help you save a little time, make your life a little easier. So let's take a look at the man page of it. What PV is a pipe viewer, and allows you to, as you can see down there, it acts kind of like cat. Now you may say to yourself, why do I need another cat? The cool thing about what PV does is it shows you a progress bar of the progress of this. So let's do an example real quick. I've got description here, test.
Can everybody see that, or do we need to make that bigger?
Yep. So what it's currently doing is it's taking urandom from DD and running it through PV and then putting it into a file. So what we get is you get the little UFO moving back there, showing you the progress of it. Since urandom doesn't really have an end, or at least I hope there isn't an end, otherwise we'll be very surprised. What it'll do is it'll show you how fast it's going, how many megabytes it's transferred over. And now I've got it going through gzip. And what that's showing is, you can see the progress of how far it's going through gzip. And it's doing the same 100 megabytes worth of stuff. So that way you can take a look here and say, okay, it took copying the URL, got 3.35 megabytes per second. Doing gzip took about 9.37 megabytes per second.
So you use it in place of cat.
So you use it in place of cat, or anywhere you have a pipe where you can pipe it through. It's not really recommended for anything like batch scripts or anything like that, because if you don't have output going to a terminal, it's really not very useful.
So how's it written in the terminal? Standard error? Is it dev console? Or?
I think it's just standard out, I believe.
Well, standard out is where your output goes.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how that goes.
I think that's how the man page it is standard error. Standard error.
It would make sense as we standard error.
Yeah. So what's neat, other thing that's very neat about it is that you can stack it as well. So what this will show you, okay. What this will show you so it's showing you the difference or the progress between gzip and between the source file as well. And it's also going to fill up the hard drive at the URL. But what you do is you name this as a source. -C is so that it uses a character output, so it will display both of these. Otherwise, it's not quite as useful if we don't use -C. Going through gzip, I have it then named this particular pipe as gzip, and then it's all going to access log.gz. So, like I said, really handy stuff. If you've got a gigabyte access log file or something like that, you want to gzip it or you want to copy it somewhere, and you want to know, not necessarily how, if it's finished or anything like that, but you want to know maybe the speed of how fast it's gone. Or
it is really processing.
Still doing something.
Yeah, if it's actually doing something. I mean, how many times have you guys done ls-al on something, with gzip or something like that? It's like, how far is it along? Well, it's, about a third of the size. Does that mean you've got, most of it there? Is it, going to stop in the next 10 seconds, 10 minutes, 10 hours? Who knows?
Okay, why are the flying saucers coming back now?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't know how long it is. It's part of a pipe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's a pipe of a device that's just going to keep shooting out as many random numbers as possible.
But it does show it as
So it's not
running,
going
right?
to
exactly.
scroll through 17 pages of screen.
So
does the progress stop going if there's no data transferring? Like say
let's
the
try that.
Say it hung.
Let's try that.
What do you think? Is it Windows?
Say your Ethernet connection drops.
Sure.
No, that's 0 megabytes per second.
Yeah, if you're doing some kind of like a large copy, SCP or something.
Yeah.
Well, let's try that.
SCP will do that for you.
So you, I don't know what would show up without anything going on, like false or.
Less something in pipe would be.
How about a log file?
How about a standard input?
Tail a log file.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me to set something.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So instead of, I just have source, it's just gonna sit there. I'm not doing anything, just mark time.
Okay.
So, because TV isn't that interesting, I found something that is really. I mean, honestly, how many times have you had to watch the progress of something, moving back and forth? Usually you just let it go and, go to Reddit or something like that, and when it finishes, it finishes.
I start up at night, go to sleep. And then
Exactly.
wake up in the morning, it's done.
So, here's another command that I found today that is absolutely 100% amazingly awesome. This is called iftop. And what this will do is this will show you all of your interfaces. Now let me start up something. Start up the old Firefox. Oh, God bless you.
Yeah, I agree.
So let's go to YouTube. And what you'll see over in this corner here, you can see the connection. It actually puts a little bar to show you which connections are moving, are doing things, doing lay stuff. Huh. Mm-hmm. So it's really handy. There's a lot of command line options. I didn't really check it out. I found it today because I was looking for something to figure out what my connection speed was in that, and that seemed to be pretty handy. So 2-for-1 TV, and I.
Thank you, Greg.
Great.